Hello, dear subscribers and guests. Today we're going to talk about meditation. That's a very important topic. Why? Because it helps you reduce stress. That's good. We want to reduce stress. How? How are we going to do this? We're actually going to show you 4 methods going from bottom up, and we have one secret unconventional method at the very end of our video, which you could just scroll back. If you're like into unconventional stuff, you will see it at the end. Otherwise, stay with me. We're gonna do this in the right method order, which is from the bottom up. We're starting with a secret from Eric B. Eric B is my meditation teacher because I go to Thursday night meditation, and he knows what he's doing. He's been to Japan and Los Angeles, the city of angels. So he knows that the main secret to all the meditations, I'm gonna reveal it to you. 1, 2, 3. That's a secret. He said that he went to Japan, to this temple on the top of the hill, and like you travel and travel, and they tell you what? Okay, that's what we're gonna do right now. Exactly what Eric was told to do in Japan, and probably other places. They will tell you the same. What you need is a cushion, or a pillow, or a chair. That would work too. Chairs are good. So you would sit on your pillow, and you could sit like this. We have a kind of a tree. I mean, it's not a body tree, but it's a tree. And then you could also sit like this, and you could have multiple blankets so you feel comfortable. And what's important is, in all the things we're gonna show you today, you have to feel comfortable. If something doesn't work for you, you feel discomfort. If it's a little bit of discomfort, it's okay. But if it's like, this is hurting me, stop. But if it doesn't, and then sit on a chair. We showed you, we have a chair, you do too. So let's go back. Let's stop talking. We're just gonna breathe. I'm telling you, when I just telling you, that helps. So what we're gonna do is just gonna sit quietly, and you could close your eyes, or you could keep them open, or you could just kind of slightly close your eyes so they're almost closed but a little bit open, and you kind of could see just a little bit. That's like a cool trick. And we're gonna take just a couple of breaths together. But please do it after you finish watching the video for at least 5 minutes. I mean, even 1 minute, but let's do 5 after you finish the video. But right now we're gonna be quiet. And if you come to our Thursday meditation club, which meets in Dana Point on Thursdays from 6 to 7, you could sit with us for 30 minutes. That's an option. And then sometimes you like breathe and you just get too calm to continue here. And then you could bring yourself up by a different breath. It's always about breath. And the different breath is to pick yourself up is this. And now we're back. We're back to the next method, which is Roar by Bob. I have to tell you this. I have to be honest. I learned about this method yesterday. So I'm so qualified. Why am I so qualified? Because I still remember. Tomorrow I will not be qualified. And definitely I would suggest you go to Bob, the source of my knowledge, who knows more than I do. But I will teach you what I remember. But it's very important that you do not press too hard, because I'm going to show you how to press your fingers into your ears and your eyes, but very, very so slightly on your nose. You do not want to hurt yourself. Do not. I do not want you to hurt yourself. So this is our official disclaimer. Do not hurt yourself. I care. You care. Everybody cares. Okay, that was an extra Wim Hof trick I learned a while ago. I'm so not qualified for that. You have to find a Wim Hof certified trainer and they'll teach you that. So I'm qualified to just give you hints so you could go and find real teachers. I'm your guide, which just shows you the path is right there, or there, or there. And I'm telling you, there's Wim Hof, and there's Bob, and there's Eric, and there's YouTube. But you have to walk the path. You don't ask the God to guide your steps. If you do, then you have to raise your feet. You have to lift your feet and walk. So we're walking. And to do this next exercise, what we're gonna do is, the idea is to be completely concentrate on an inside of you and block everything outside. You need to close your input. What is your input? Is your hearing, your vision, your smell, and your mouth. It's also your mouth. We're just be quiet. I'm gonna be quiet soon. Anyway, so you put your fingers, the first fingers, and you start, Bob was saying you start with your ears, but you will not hear me, so we're gonna start with this. And Bob does not know I'm doing this, so he's completely not responsible for teaching me yesterday. So, but if you come to his class, he'll teach you. And so you count with your fingers and you put them here behind your eyebrows. And then your next fingers, they're just gonna touch your eyelids. Just so slightly. Do not press on your eyes. Then you put your next 3 fingers on your nose. And you press your nose just so slightly, but you can still breathe. That was a joke. And then you put your little fingers where your mustache might be. Bob has a mustache, I do not. And then you take your thumbs. That's what they call, right? And you press your ears just very slightly. Don't press too much. But this way you closing or your input. And I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna find my cushion. And I'm gonna sit on my cushion, and when you do this and you close everything and you breathe very, very slowly, you will hear this roar inside of your head. I promise you, you do. But don't press too hardly, just close everything and let's take 2 breaths together and listen to the roar. вообще, see, it's such a wonderful exercise that I even started to speak Russian after it. It really brings you inside and it calms you down. So if, let's say, you're really upset about something, then you could just, forget all the fingers. It's advanced. But if you couldn't just do this, that's different. But sometimes that could help too. Sometimes you just have to ask yourself, what works for me today? Maybe just closing your ears and your eyes. Those monkeys. I totally understand those monkeys now. Because sometimes you just want to close everything. But you could say, what are other items on your list? And I tell you, there are more 2019 items. But they probably will be good in 2020. I really hope so. And the next item on our list is Insight Timer. And that's an application you can download to your phone, your smart device, smartphone. And that will provide you just find Inside Timer. See, this is an outside timer, but you need an inside timer on your phone. And it provides you with free meditations. And they're amazing. They're meditations for if you need to sleep. There's I will help you to sleep meditations. There are meditations for children. There's music. There's guided meditations. They're in different languages. There's in Russian, in French, in Italian, in Spanish. Probably more languages. I use Russian and English. But I actually tried something in French. It's wonderful. It's free. It's wonderful. Sometimes you need something guided. But you also could donate $2 to a teacher. That's also appreciated by everyone. So next, you're oh, this is so cool. Anything else? Yes. Let's go to the next item, devices. They are devices. And there will always be different ways of meditate. So the first device is an Asian device. And it's a bell and a dorji. And bell represents wisdom. And dorji represents a method. So yes, we have this wisdom that we need to reduce stress, but we need a method. And I cannot explain to you how this works. It works different for everyone. I just run around with my bell sometimes and that helps me. Just trust me, it really helps. But there are much better methods you could find on YouTube. And then this is great. But you said devices. What are devices? This is wonderful. But if you want something more, 2019, we're gonna show you a different device. But we had to ring the bell. That's a key. And this video is getting too long, but this is a Muse. And this is a meditation headband. And this will help you if you feel you need an extra feedback while you meditate. You would put a little bit of water around this, and then you would turn it on. See, there's light. And you would put it on your head, and this is really advanced stuff we're talking about, 2019 and 2020. And then you also download an app on your phone, smartphone, which will connect to your smart headband, Muse, and you sit in your meditation. And you meditate the same way as Eric taught us. You just pay attention to your breath, and that application also will guide you sometimes. Either you could be guided or not. But as you do this, this application receives the signals from your brain and it gives you feedback through music, for example, and when your mind is very quiet, it has this bird singing, and that's like, oh my gosh, I'm doing so great. And then sometimes that kind of makes you start thinking. It's a trick, you have to learn. And then another way, if you like sitting, I'm sitting, and then you start thinking about pancakes, or like, I haven't had lunch today. And then your thought goes like, and this video is like too long, I'm not sure if anybody will watch it. And then your phone will pick up that you start thinking, and it starts playing music louder and louder, like la 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 la. You're like, oh shoot, the music is playing and the birds aren't singing. Oh. And you kind of come back. And it's actually the same. What I notice helps is to bring your eyes, pay attention to your eyes and to your breath. And I truly concentrate on my third eye. And that's something I came up with myself, but then Bob said that was a good idea. So in a way, this device helped me come up with something which turns out was a brilliant idea. And then you stop and it saves your graph, how you meditated. If you're like a physicist, like Eric, he might buy this device. I should share it with him, because then you truly have your feedback, you have your stats, you could analyze how you're doing, you could get different levels. Like, everybody likes levels, even Toastmasters. Level 1, 2, 3, 5, TTM. No, that's not that easy. And that is that it? I promise more, and it's 17 minutes, but you saw I had this plant in the corner. I don't know if there's such expression in English, but in Russian they say, then there was this plant, and then inside this forest there was a grand piano, and so inside my living room there is a great piano too. So the plant will move. We're gonna move the plant here. And then here what we have, this is our grand piano. This is our final wonderful device. If you are not into sitting, and sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not, this would help me this summer. It does have water, and it's kind of heavy. But this is how I water the plants on my balcony. You could water the plants in your house, but I'm not gonna do it because I already spilled water when I did this in Russian. But this is another way of being mindful. You just pay attention to your plants. You see, like, do they need water today? No, we just watered it. How is it doing? Look, this plant, I actually got this one. You do not see it. Oh. You know where I got it? From Toastmasters. When they closed their office, they gave away plants. And that one looked so not so great. And that's why I took it. Because I'm a sucker for not so good, great looking plants. But look how it's doing. Doing really well. And that's your feedback. You could have a device which tells you and plays songs like a bird singing, or you could go outside and hear the birds singing too. I think either method, like, I do everything. I'm just this weird person, but I suggest this. This is my personal recommendation. Watering the plants, and that's, if your ancestors did that too, they probably, I don't know, in Europe, like in Russia, they really, at winter time, they maybe sat down and had some vodka, but at summertime, they didn't have time to sit. They were like farmers, and they were planting, and they were busy, and they were very mindful. And that is what we can tell you, which is breathe, meditate, water your plants, figure out what works for you. And even if it's a 20 minutes video, it is okay. Because I really wanted to tell you so much. And all of those methods work for me. But tell me, what works for you? What is your favorite method? But don't forget to breathe. Whatever it is, just write down in the comments and share your method with the world. Thank you.